Australia. It's a place, a pretty cool place I thought, and there's a few people that live here, one of which being myself. So when I was invited to a meetup that was happening in Sydney, I was very excited. This meetup happened a couple weeks ago, and we all got together, walked around a bunch, hung out, and we eventually ended up at a gaming cafe, where each of us rented a computer for 2 hours, and the plan was to try and build one part in a Geometry Dash level. At the end of the 2 hours, we put all the parts together, and boom, we have a level. Australia Collab IRL level, woohoo! I recorded very little of the process, first of all because 2 hours isn't very long to build something, let alone do it while recording, but also we were just kind of hanging out, and it was pretty fun, so I didn't want to like bring a camera into that, you know? But I still wanted to make a video on it because it was a lot of fun, and I think the end product turned out really, really cool. So today, I'm going to be playing In Between the Square, which is a level we made, along with The Square. It was another IRL GD collab that happened, I think, about a year before, and I wasn't part of that one. But I still want to beat the level because I need to know the Square lore! But anyway, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Okay, so apparently this one is Insane Demon, which I don't know if it actually is or not. This might end up getting re-rated, I don't know, but hey, if it stays insane, I'll take the free insane. Anyway, hopefully I remember everyone's parts. This one's made by Flash. Really cool detail about this part. These bits are randomized. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure the starting point of that first jump is randomized. Oh, whoops. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I thought that starting point of that was randomized, but this definitely is. So see, it was like the second to last one there. Yeah, see, that was definitely later, right? For sure. Anyway, now it's the middle one. There's 2 left. You know, that's randomized, which I thought was really cool. Flash just went absolutely crazy with this part. Like, just so many weird, unique things there. Also, you going all the way up here was not intentional by Flash, but it works consistently, so I think if you click that late enough, it doesn't work. Also, there's a skip you can do here. Ah, rip. Well, I mean, that's good. I was part of this level. I don't want it to be bad. Okay, this part was Xtian, I believe. So when we were making this level, right, we had like 2 hours to make each part, right? It was only after like an hour, maybe even less, like maybe half an hour or something. Xtian was like, yeah, I finished my part. And everyone was like, what? I don't know if it's visible from the video. I think when I recorded that video, he already had like the whole background done and stuff. He was talking about like the particle backgrounds and how OP they were like before we even started. And we have Fused's part, which is probably like almost definitely the cleanest part in the whole level. This part's crazy good. Like, the colors are sick. Just the simplicity of the block designs, and then these things, which he used like slopes for these. I don't know. I was like watching him do it. I was like, what? You can do that? I love GD because you can spend so much time in the editor and still not know like so many like basic things. And then we move on to this part. Can you guess who made this part? It's me. This is my part. When we were like first deciding, oh, which part should each person get? I was like, I think I was the first person to say what part they wanted. I was like, can I have the part where it goes meow 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 meow? I really wanted that because I wanted to include cats. And look, there's cats. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of this part. I'm actually very, very happy with how this ended up turning out. It's so stressful under the time constraint, I'm not gonna lie. That like, although it's not perfect, especially like parts like this, there's like a little bit less detail. Also, fuses. No, that was never fixed. Oh my god, I can't believe that was never fixed. You can see those squares are like part of the background in Hughes's part, right? And then you go to my part. Oh wow, hang on, side quest. Yes, you can do that. Let's go. But yeah, Hughes's background, it keeps going, and then it just awkwardly stops right there. It's super weird, but oh well, it's fine. Yeah, and then we got this, and then you got the boring way or the epic way. And then it looks like to get the coin, you need to go the epic way, right? But then it switches. Oh my god. Or if you go up the top, it looks like you need to go the top way, and it switches again. So like, I don't know. Any way you go, the coin switches. But the only way to like fix that is to go down here, and then you need to get this key, and then keep going along. This wasn't in my original part. I just had the boring and epic way just for fun. You have to do the boring way. So the epic way isn't even part of a coin, which, yeah, that was half the, like, joke of it. The epic way has nothing to do with the coin. It's just there if you want to be cool, and you actually miss the coin if you go the epic way. It is impossible to get the coin going the epic way, which was, like, really funny. Oh, maybe I'm not going to get the coins then, because I really want to take the epic way. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go for the coins. Screw it. Who needs coins, bro? But yeah, when we made this coin, and, like, basically when we were merging the whole level and adding little bits like this transition block here with the extreme demon face, or if you take the boring way, it's the traffic light. I don't know, man. This level is goofy to say the least, but hey, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? And then we have this part, which was Phalix, I believe, aka Kyoto, who had done very little decorating apparently, and I forget that's a random like little memory bit. Yeah, they'd done very little decorating, but like, check out this spike design. This spike like effect there where it like flips around kind of blew my mind. And honestly, I really like this part. It feels like slightly empty, maybe, especially in parts like up the top there. And there are a few extra details added afterwards. Like I think this custom background was added after and stuff. Because yeah, we pretty much like fixed up a few parts when we were not in the 2-hour time limit. Just because people had different like confidences with decorating stuff. Not everyone was like fully confident with decorating levels. And then we have Kedzi's part. Oh my god. This is like the hardest part of the level. It's like very fun gameplay, but it is so learny, dude. And this was nerfed. This was like heavily nerfed and modified. This is definitely going to be the learniest part of the level. I don't know how to play this. I'm going to be real. Oh, one of these jumps were left in. There were a lot of these jumps, and my feedback for like the playtesting was to like remove those jumps. Just because they like give a bit of a micro click, right? Nice little time warp trigger to make it sync. Oh, whose part was this? Whose part was this? I know Flash did a hell of a lot of polishing. I think Flash like decorated a good chunk of this part, but I can't remember who made it. No! I think it might have been Planet and someone else. Maybe. I think it was a two-person effort. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry. And then we have this part, which is my personal favorite part of the level. I think this part turned out really, really cool. This was Inaudible and ATNM, I believe. Plus like half of us. Everyone sort of added their own little thing. Like I added these question marks that go around and this little block design in here. I also made the spikes rotate around there, which I don't know who added the bits in the middle, but they look really good. That part was like very much a group effort. And then we have this part, which is also, it's like, I think one of the 2 parts that is not 1x speed. And this was made by ST Cubing, of course. Actually using camera controls, no way. I tried to use camera controls in mine, but it buggered up my gameplay line, so I didn't. And we have this like really neat gimmick that I like a lot. Boom, boom, boom. In the original version, that green orb was like almost impossible. And that's the final jump. And then you've got the end screen. Let's go. Oh yeah, and Floofy verified this. I forgot to mention that. And then Wada just like added their name to a block in the level because they weren't able to make it for the building part. And then yeah, so boom, that is the whole level. I guess I'm gonna have to like learn a few parts of this. I'm gonna be real. Kadzi's part and Cubing's part must be really hard for this to be Insane Demon. I'm not gonna lie. It is definitely a little bit unbalanced, this level, I think, but it's fine. This wasn't really made to be anything super serious. It was just kind of like a fun collab experience, you know? That's kind of what it was intended to be. And to be fair, I guess I don't know how hard my part is. Wait, there's also trying to escape the level. You are. Force wall. That's meant to be Yoda, that little guy. This has been claimed by Wada. So I'm pretty sure this part had to get nerfed massively because it was like, this was like proper Insane Demon difficulty. Top 1 IDL part was this part, so it got nerfed a little bit, but you know, not too badly. There is another Easter egg in Cubing's part that I'm gonna be real, I don't remember how to do at all. So see this little cat down here, right? There's a way to do something to that poor little cat. I can't remember what it is, how you do it. Is it like... That's what you do. Okay, so you gotta jump up onto the platform. This was another, like, we were spitballing ideas, and this is what we came up with for a coin. This is another one of those. We were saying, like, no, we can't do this. We can't make it so it gives you a coin when you kill the cat. And then we made it so it gives you a coin when you kill the cat. Because we went and saw the world-famous orange cat in Sydney. You don't know the world-famous orange cat? I don't know. Apparently it has like Google reviews and stuff. So we had to go see it. We had to go see it. It was a pretty sick orange cat. 5-star review. I think the end screen was a little bit different when you killed the cat as well, from memory. You killed boss cat. No. Okay, I think I just need to learn Cubing's part, and then that's pretty much like, I should be good to go from 0, I think. Now the question is, do I kill boss cat? Do I get that coin? I kind of want to. I feel like it would be really funny to see that in the completion. I also didn't realize that crane killed you. Okay, nice. I just did all of ST Cubing's part. Let's go from 0. Screw it. Let's just see how we go. I feel like I could do this relatively quickly, maybe. I feel like I'm going to die to Cubing's part from 0 a lot, but oh well. We just ignore that for now. It's fine. No, I missed it. Oh my god, it was the first one. See, the randomization, it's weird. It gets you. Okay, I got it that time. You really got to click super early for the first one. No, I hit the Q portal. Damn, that drop down's actually kind of difficult. I never even realized that. Maybe this is Insane Demon after all. I don't know, I beat an Insane Demon earlier today in like 400 attempts. So if it takes me more than 400, this is officially Insane Demon. Also, crazy thing about this level getting raided, right? I hadn't played the game for like a week because I went camping with my family. That's why I didn't make this video earlier. I wanted to, but I just didn't have time. Hang on, I'm getting a new best. Give me a moment. No, the epic way. Damn it. I forgot I was doing the epic way, bro. I forgot. But yeah, I was like, hadn't played GD for a week because I've been camping. And was like, oh, I wonder if In Between the Squares been raided yet. So I just hop into GD and then give it a look. And I'm like, oh, sweet, it got featured. That's sick. Send a message because I didn't see anyone else send a message in the group chat. Like, yeah, this might be old news. I don't know. But it got raided, so that's cool. Because, you know, I hadn't played the game for a week. I assumed it could have gotten raided at any point. Anyway, it turns out it got raided like 1 minute before I checked it, which is crazy. That's crazy work. Don't play GD for a week and then just like frame perfect the checking of raiding of In Between the Square. That is not the proper sentence. No, bro, I crumbled. I crumbled under the pressure. I couldn't handle it, man. You know, something else that I think it was Kyoto that mentioned it. They were like, yeah, this level is very Australian styled. I'm like, what does that even mean? They were like, yeah, well, you know, it's like a little bit all over the place. There's a lot of just like random objects around the place, but it all kind of works well together. I'm like, ah. That is literally my style, my exact style that you just explained right there. So apparently that's the Australian style. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit. I'm gonna study some Australian levels. Let me know if you wanna see a video about Australian levels. I'm probably gonna make one anyway, even though nobody's gonna care, but try and stop me. I dare you. You can't. Oh my god, bro. I actually can't stand these Q portals. Pews, what are you doing to me? I was gonna say, check out his YouTube channel because he makes good videos, but don't check out his YouTube videos because he put Q portals in a ship part. I feel like I'm playing Happy Flying. Are you in 2021 again, bro? Come on now. For some reason, I thought that was a red pad and not a blue pad. Oh well, oh well. Also, I just noticed a little detail in that part I died to. The fish. I can't remember who suggested the fish, but someone suggested the fish. And then both me and I think Cubing were like, you should do this for the fish at the same time. Great minds think alike, I heard. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but you know how this raid Insane Demon, right? The difficulty goal that we set was Medium Demon. We were all aiming to make Medium Demon gameplay. And it's apparently Insane Demon, which is funny because I remember joking how everything turns into an Insane Demon. No matter what difficulty you aim for, it always ends up as Insane Demon. Cough, 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 cough. Yeah, what the face is gonna be an easy demon, guys. Trust, trust. I'm gonna make an easy demon. But hey, look what happened, dude. Look what happened. You know what I really like about Xtian's part, this part here? It actually really reminds me of Jumper. Like these like jumping up and down things with the pillar-like structures on the top and the bottom. Very Jumper-esque. I really, really like them. Not gonna lie. No! Oh, that whole time in Cubing's part, I was like, that's it, I'm dead, I'm gone, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And then as soon as I was like, wait, maybe? The frame, like literally frame one of having any hope, I died. Like, ah, oh, bro. Hey, GG, I did it! And I killed Boss Cat. No way. 1 coin. 391. Okay, this is not officially Insane Demon. This is officially Hard Demon. Hasn't been re-rated. Okay, I'm gonna rate that Hard Demon. That was fun though. I enjoyed that. Obviously I'm biased, but like still. Honestly, like a few of the people in this had very little creating experience, and for like such little creating experience, they did really, really well, dude. I think most of us like pushed outside of our comfort zone quite a bit, and it's really like cool to see what everyone came up with, you know? Everyone came up with some very unique and interesting ideas. I love it. Very big fan of this level, and it was very fun to make. So now I want to go ahead and play the original, The Square. So this one had only 5 people in it, I think. Pewds, Cubing, Kyoto, Wada, and Flash. Okay, so yeah, Wada didn't get to like build a proper part in between the square. Also, by the way, the reason these just use Rob Top songs is because we built these in like an internet cafe type thing, and for some reason you can't download custom songs, so we had to use default songs. So Poltergeist it is. Alright, I don't know that I've ever actually seen this level, so yeah, this might be first reactions right here. This part is already crazy. Okay, this is already really cool. So you jump over that, I guess. Okay. You have to time that. Ooh, that's a bit tough, man. Maybe this is Insane Demon. Okay, I thought those were like pads or pressure plates or something, but no, they're just deco. Okay, interesting. I have no idea who made this first part, but this is very unique. This doesn't look like... Oh, this is a Pewds part. Oh, okay, interesting. Didn't expect that, I'm gonna be real. Okay, this is cubing, right? Sync on point, as always. Love it. Ooh, this part's really cool. That upside down UFO jumps pretty high. This is the new ship physics. I already know it's the new upside down ship physics. You don't need to tell me. I already know it. Oh, that was Cubing's part. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, this part's really cool. This part I have seen before. I don't know where, but I've seen this part specifically for some reason. Yep, new upside down ship physics. I know it. Oh, what the hell? A non-Australian flag in my Australian level? Okay, is this Flash? I know Flash had the last part in this level, so this might be Flash. It is giving me Flash vibes. I'm not gonna lie. The bright background, the like kind of pastel-ish colors. This is so cool. What? Just this like black structure here in general with the particles. That's sick. Oh, and a crazy trail effect. Okay. Okay, so this is Wada's part. Okay, so I guess that wasn't Flash's part. Interesting. Maybe it was? I don't know. I thought Flash had the last part in this level, but maybe they didn't. Oh my god, no, this is Flash's part for sure, right? There's no way this isn't Flash's part. Very cool block design, I like it. It looks like a roof. I guess just done with the semicircle objects? That's sick, that's really cool. And the slopes almost looking 3D, that's really cool as well. Flash, yep, this is definitely Flash's part. If not evident by the giant text saying Flash. Oh, okay, don't hold for too long. Nice. Oh my god, this end screen, it's hard to read, everyone. Banger. Yeah, so this one was a lot smaller in terms of people, like there were less people, but I think everyone still had only 1 hour to build in this, which is kind of crazy. And by 1 hour I mean 2 hours. I don't know, the parts in the second one were a lot shorter because there were more people, and I barely managed that, bro. I can only imagine building this long of a level like in such a short amount of time. Anyway, I really haven't learned this yet, so I'm gonna be crawling for a bit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to practice mode it again. Actually have to learn the level. See, this is literally harder. I love the puzzle pieces in this part, dude. You know I'm like an early 2.1 enjoyer for sure. So having those puzzle pieces there, like puzzle pieces in general, so cool. Wait, what did that say? I just realized in the middle of all those things, when you hit the dash orb, they actually spell out something. I knew Flash made that part, bro. Oh my god. So did Flash make 2 parts then? Or it's probably like a similar situation where like helping finishing off other people's parts, you know? Probably a similar case to that, I'm assuming. Well, I finished my second practice run, and I'm not gonna lie, this level is very learny. This is like way learnier than the first. Decoration-wise, this is honestly very similar to In Between the Square. Like, I can absolutely see the resemblance big time. I mean, to be fair, it had like half the same creators, but still, even the people that weren't like in the original level, I feel like the styles are like very different but very similar in a lot of ways, you know? I guess that's that Australian creating style shining through. Don't like Also, that spike is totally floating. Lol. Unrate this garbage immediately. There's a floating spike. A floating spike in my Australian level? Impossible. Even though a whole structure almost went undecorated in between the square, but it's fine. Also, the background awkwardly sticking around. Look, these levels aren't perfect, okay? But that's what makes them, you know? That's what makes them Australian. This part's probably my favorite part of the level, I'm not gonna lie. I really, really love just the colors and the pulses and the puzzle pieces. It's half the puzzle pieces, I'm gonna be real. But like, I don't know, I just really like how that part is like, comes together, you know? Very, very neat, very cool, very interesting. 58 to 100. I'm just gonna go from 0. Let's see how we go. I don't have super high hopes, but hopefully I can do something. Right, I could do something, sure. Why did I think that'd become mini ship? That would be, like, so hard as a mini ship. Why would I think that, bro? No, I was getting lower and lower. I was like, no, no, please. Please save me. I didn't get saved. Guinness World Records. The earliest click of all time goes to me. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. Never did I ever... Let's play Never Have I Ever real quick. Never have I ever done a click so bloody early. Oh my god. What am I doing? I knew I'd die there, bro. I knew I'd die there. Urgh! GG the square, GG the square, woohoo! That was really fun as well. I really enjoyed that. Okay, how many attempts did that take me? 229. Less than in between the square. Yeah, boom. That is both the square levels done. The official the square levels anyway. Before the square... I also really want to get this video out, so I think I'm going to end this one off here. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was a lot of fun. We've got another one in the works, like in the future we want to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to that one, but it was really fun, so I want to. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed, and thank you to everyone who was part of the meetup. It was a lot of fun. And of course, I can never forget, thank you so much to all the members, especially Invdu and Pedrina. Thank you guys so much. Thanks everyone, I'll see you later.